plane of our physical expression. One is our physical body, which is in Sanskrit called Deho, or it is called Stula Sharira, or Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha means the sheath made of food. That's our physical expression. And the physical body is being studied and analyzed by modern day medicine. They do a great job in analyzing each and every organ and system. They go into tissues. Maybe the concept of the tissues and the importance of the tissues is not very much emphasized, but our physical body is woven out of tissues. There are 7 tissues, and by eating the regular physical food, we are nurturing and saturating our physical body, all these tissues, or we are cleansing. If we're using the detox nutrition and saturating nutrition, we're either cleansing our physical body or we are saturating it. Now, every time that we eat the physical food, we are due to accumulation of some metabolic waste products within the body, within the tissues, which actually can get stuck on the way out, because metabolism is the process that consists of assimilation and elimination. And the elimination pathways may get clogged because the elimination is a passive process. Assimilation is an active process. And as we see, people are mostly focused on assimilating the food versus the elimination, because the concept of detox is not very much articulated and is not very much practiced nowadays. All those superfoods that are being focused on at this point are in fact the cleansing ones, because as we see that the trend goes to reducing all the carbohydrates and increasing all the proteins. Now, what happens with these two? The nutrition can be viewed in 2 different aspects. One is the restorative nutrition, is the one that actually rebuilds our tissue and revitalizes organs. And the other is the energy nutrition, the one that provides us calories, right? And the energy that we require for day-to-day activities. Think of it as an oven that you put the fuel in. The oven actually gets worn out and requires some repair. To repair the oven, you need to stop putting the fuel in, you need to put the fire out, and then you need to rebuild the oven. So this is what we're trying to do. This is what the modern day medicine is trying to get. Now, there is another physical aspect as well, is the subtle body. And the subtle body is known less. Not many understand the physiology of the subtle body. And this is what we're going to talk about now. So the subtle body, or the mental body, is very important in understanding of our overall health, our physical health, especially the mental health, because we know that all diseases come from the mind. Now, let's dwell on that. So the subtle body has its physiology and the laws of the function. Subtle body is incorporating the etheric body, which is in Sanskrit called Annamaya Kosha. This is the realm where we accrue the magnetism of the ether. Another part of the subtle body is the Manamaya Kosha, which is the mental body. Mental body has a lot of layers as well. We have the emotional layer, the karmic layer, astral layer of our mental body. The mental subtle body consists of subconsciousness, and this is very interesting now. Subconsciousness is our body. Our body is in fact our subconsciousness. Subconsciousness in Sanskrit is called chitta. It contours our physical body. It penetrates in each and every cell and nourishes it with the mental energy. The next department of the mental body is ahamkara, which is the ego. Very fine and very subtle energy that arises from Maya, the cosmic illusion, and makes us think that we are separate beings and makes us refer to selves as I am an Ayurvedic practitioner. Once I say that, I am fully conditioned by ahamkara, by ego. Then we have the conscious mind. The conscious mind consists of 2 departments. One is the manas, physical mind, a functional mind that we always refer to, the one that we have the connection to the senses, the one that stands on the guard. It connects to the body through the senses. This mind actually gets developed from the birth. We are given the senses in order to explore the outside world. And the development of manas happens at that time. And this pathway is the sentimental pathway, because mind is connected to senses and mental, sentimental. Anything that we perceive from the outside world is basically goes through that sentimental pathway perception. Any trend within the body is perceived by the mind, and then the mind acts upon that. It starts analyzing it. It analyzes quickly, and it makes decision, and it acts on it fairly quickly. Now there is another department of the conscious mind, which is called Buddhi mind. It's also conditioned by ahamkara. This is more a reasoning mind, the intelligent mind that works on a background, and it takes time, works on a slower trend than the manas, justifies our behaviors. And there is one other very subtle expression of Buddhi mind that is not conditioned by ahamkara. It's called Maha Buddhi, transcendental mind. Through the lifetimes, we develop the connection to the divine through Maha Buddhi. And that is the seed of the divine in our mind, which we really want to get in touch with and then evolve in line of, which actually leads us to the enlightenment.